Good morning, students. Now we are coming to the topic motion of the followers. So, in the last class, we discussed about the cam and what are the types of followers and what are the types of cams. So, the classification of cam, classification of follower, and how the cam and follower will be worked out. So, these topics we discussed in the last class. Now we are coming to the problematic topic. That is, the previous one is a very introduction to the scam and follow it. Okay. Now, based on these one, we are getting the problems. So try to be concentrate on these two topics. So, and the next class also we may discuss on these things. So, what does the follower motion or motion of the follower? There are motion of the follower means how the movement, so how the traveling movement of the follower. That is, here we are segregated to mostly four varieties. The follower during this travel may have one of the following motion. One is the displacement and the velocity and the acceleration diagrams. So the displacement diagrams and velocity and acceleration diagrams will be comes to the picture when the follower is moving in the particular path. So the path of motion of the follower, we will note it as here when the follower moves with uniform velocity. One is uniform velocity. Second one is simple harmonic motion, SHM. And the third one is uniform acceleration and retardation. Fourth one is cycloidal motion. So these are the mostly we are having these four varieties. But there is another method that is just a modification of the uniform velocity is also presented. So that is an just extension of uniform velocity. If you are having mostly of these four contents, you may get two questions from this. So if you are aware of uniform velocity and simple harmonic motion, these two are one set, and cycloidal and uniform acceleration and retardation, these two are another set. So we may expect from these two sets a single question. Okay. If you are having clearly observance and the problem solving in these four methods, you may get two questions. You can choose either or choice. So definitely you can attempt these problems on these sessions. That is uniform, simple harmonic motion, and retardation. Last one is the cycloidal motion. Here the displacement and what we are doing is while the follower is moving in the uniform velocity or what are the motions what we have uh, classified now, that is uniform velocity or simple harmonic motion or retardation or cycloidal motion, while the traveling of the follower in these peculiar or in these types of models, we need to construct the velocity, displacement, and acceleration diagrams. That is our main objective. Here, in the first one, the displacement and velocity acceleration diagrams, when the follower moves with the uniform velocity. Here, in this diagram, to draw these as of just like graphs, in the x-axis, so in the x-axis, we are taking the time, and in the y-axis, that is ordinate as displacement or velocity or acceleration. These three are uh, constructed in the different diagrams. If you see in the right hand side in the slide presented, The first diagram is displacement, second one is velocity, third one is the accelerations diagrams. But these diagrams in the vertically axis, that is ordinate, we are representing the resultant things, and in the x-axis we are representing the time. So the time is always same. So let us do how the diagrams will be constructed. Since the follower moves with a uniform velocity during its rising and returning stroke. So we know that the nomenclature lift or stroke. So lower dead center to top dead center, TDC to LEC, TDC to BDC, what we are discussing in the IC engines, the piston movement TDC to BDC. Like that, here the follower is also movement in a stroke. So there, the lowest value and the highest value will be there. So the here the graph will be located based on the movement of the follower. The movement of the follower here, it is uniform velocity. It is the uniform velocity during its rising and returning stroke. Therefore, the slope of this displacement diagram must be a constant. So uniform velocity means at any time it is of a constant value. So for that, there is no curve presented here. There is no up and downs will be presented here. Only a straight line. So for the rising, see here, if you see the right hand side displacement diagram, one revolution of on the axis of x axis, one revolution of cam, that is angular displacement. The lifting or rising is of uniform velocity, so it is a constant, and they making a dwell period, that is just like a rest, and it will be come back to the original position, that is return, and they may wait it for certain time. Okay, it's a fraction of seconds. So rising and returning. So during these, again rising, returning. So during this period of resting, that is called a dwell period, where there is no movement. There is no movement in the follower. So that is called a dwell period or rest period. So a little consideration will be shows that there is a rest during the part of the cam motion. That is called a dwell period. And then when the movement of the follower either rising or slow, returning, the slope of displacement curve be a constant, so it may follow a straight line. So the curve of rising is curve means a b1. So from A to B, it is rising period. There is a curve of A B1 for a height. So it is moved to a certain height. So it was displaced to a certain height. So the displacement is to be of height means we may represent it in a displacement position. So from A to B1 height. So but this is of a slope one. Okay now. Then after that it is taking a certain time of dwell. So it is taking certain a rest position. So the rest position will be called dwell period, and then it is of rest. So we are drawing it in a constant manner. Constant means a horizontal line, and after that it is coming return back to that. So return back to that means from upper to lower, it may coming to the position. So it is coming downward. After that, it taking some rest. After that, the graph may be similar. That is rising, dwell, returning, dwell. So for one complete revolution of the cam, there is a movement of the follower will be rising, dwell, and returning, dwell will be presented. So for the rising A B1 and the dwell C1D, These are of very slopes, and B1, C1, and the D and E will be of a straight line, that is a horizontal straight line. These are all called a dwell periods. Then that is a displacement angle. The acceleration or the retardation, the acceleration or retardation of the follower is at beginning and at the ending. See here, the acceleration diagram or retardation is to be followed at the initially and at the beginning. So the arrow of the representing the rising, it is at the initial. That is, if you see OC is in upward direction, and the end of that is position called D, that is called the returning. There is an ending of the stroke, so it is to be represented in the upward direction. That is, acceleration and the retardation both are same. So but there is only the thing is negative direction. So how much of the speed it is raising to the top motion, with the same speed it is returning back. So the how much of raising and how much of returning is both are same, but only the thing is raising means in the upward direction and returning means it is an downward direction. Only the symbol will be presented, that is negative symbol will be presented. Both the acceleration and retardation having same quantity. Okay, then this is and the end of the stroke is infinity. This is due to the fact that the follower is required to start from the rest, and it is has to gain a velocity within the no time. This is only possible if the acceleration at the beginning and the ending of the each stroke is infinity. So the how much of acceleration and the retardation what we are having in the ending and the beginning is of infinity. So we are not particularly creating the limit. So if you see the displacement diagram has reached from A to B1 and C1 to D. So there is a limited period, but in the acceleration there was no limit of that. So it is of limit is infinity. So we are representing it is as just like a, so it is representing in the in infinity. So there is no limit of that. So for that we are representing in the a arrow, upward arrow or downward arrow. Okay, in order to have acceleration and retardation will be in the finite, it is creating limit, it is necessary to modify the condition which governs the motion of the follower. So here we are representing that the rising and the lowering of these follower, we are having a infinity acceleration and retardation. So that we need to get it for finite, we are just modifying the diagram, we are just modifying the, or we are creating the limits for the acceleration and retardation. This is called modification of uniform velocity, modification of the follower motion under uniform velocity. See here we are creating a certain limit. If you see clearly observe in the acceleration diagram for the previous session, that is uniform velocity, here only arrow marks will be there here, but in the modified thing we are having a limit, that is a box will be presented, a small box is presented. So we are just rounding the shape. So sharp edges, we are rounding the sharp edges. So when we are creating the finite value to the acceleration means that is a continuity of the displacement. So there is to be a changes in the displacement also. See, the displacement diagram is started from the A in the uniform velocity. If you clearly observe, the displacement diagram has started from A, but in the modification, you just see for a small curve, a small rounding curve at A, and then it was making the slope. So y means we are creating the certain limits for the acceleration and the retardation value. So the displacement diagram and the corresponding velocity diagram and the acceleration diagrams for the modified uniform velocity is presented in this diagram. It looked like previously it looked like a just like a sharp edges. Okay, slopes are presented, but now it was shaped to a parabolic one. So usually a parabolic curve, because the parabolic motion results in a very low acceleration of the follower for the given stroke and the cam speed. So that's why we are presenting it is in the a parabolic motion. Then next one. In this next one, the displacement and the acceleration and velocity diagrams when the follower motion with simple harmonic motion. So the displacement and simple harmonic motion as are created for the diagrams is will be look like this. So the diagram will be look like this. How these diagram will be look like means, firstly you draw a semicircle on the follower for a stroke as diameter. So what is the stroke? We know that stroke means what? From lower to higher. So firstly draw a semicircle on the follower stroke as a diameter, and then divide these semicircle into any number of equal parts, and these division of these angular displacement of the cam during the outward stroke and the return stroke into the same number of equal parts. So firstly we need to construct a half circle. The half circle diameter is of stroke. Then divide these half circle into the number of equal parts. It may be 8 here, I think so. So the same number of divisions what we are making in the circle, the same divisions are to be represented in the outward stroke and the return stroke also. Between these two, we are having a dwell period that already given to the problem also. So, and the displacement diagram is obtaining by projecting the points. So, where these two are concentric or where these two are intersecting, based on that, that means from circle we are having 8 divisions, and in the horizontal, that is the angular displacement we are representing in the horizontal, that is time. So there also for a period of 8 we are division two things. So draw the vertical lines and circle, it is to be of horizontal. There these two are contact, that is 1 1 2 2. So there is a point of contact. By projecting all the points, since the follower moves with a simple harmonic motion, the velocity diagrams will be consist of a sine curve. So by joining all these things, we may get the displacement and the velocity diagrams. And the acceleration, that is opposite to the, that is rate of change of velocity, is nothing but the acceleration. So whether it is the change of the sine curve, it is a cosine curve. So acceleration diagram will be look like a cosine curve. If you see the diagram B, that the velocity of the follower is 0 at the beginning and at the end of the stroke. See here, the ending and the beginning, the velocity is 0, and increasing is gradually to a maximum at the mid stroke. And on the other end, the acceleration of the follower is maximum at the beginning and at the ending. So it is just opposite to the velocity. It is differentiation of these velocity. It is a acceleration. So in the velocity, the maximum position is at the middle, and In the acceleration, the maximum is at the ending and the starting, that is beginning, and diminishes to zero at the mid stroke. So try to get the formulation for the problem. Let S be the stroke of the follower and theta naught and theta r be the theta naught and theta r be the angular displacements of the cam during outward stroke and the return stroke of the follower. So that is the angular displacement. And omega be the angular velocity of the cam. So what is the time required? Time period. So time required means of which is for outward stroke means theta naught is equals to, I mean T naught is equals to T naught is equals to theta naught by omega. So here if you see this diagram, that is motion of the point, consider a point P moving at a uniform speed, that is omega P, and rounding the circumference of the circle with a stroke as a diameter. So the diameter is of a stroke, and selecting a point P, which is for the completion of the circumference of the circle. The point P will execute a simple harmonic motion. This framing a simple harmonic motion. The point P will create the simple harmonic motion. The motion of the follower is similar to that of the point P. So the peripheral speed of the point P is, that is speed is V, that is pi into S by 2 into omega by theta naught. So inversely we can call it as omega by theta naught is called a 1 by T naught. And the maximum velocity of the follower on the outward stroke is V naught is equals to Vp, that is pi s by 2 into the same thing, pi s by 2 into omega by theta naught. We know that the centripetal acceleration of the point, so the AP is equals to Vp whole square by OP. That is equals to, what is the Vp? That is velocity, maximum velocity at the outward stroke. The pi omega s by 2 theta naught whole square into what is the OP? Means 2 by s. So by calculating all these, pi square omega square s by 2 theta naught square, and maximum acceleration. And the maximum acceleration of the follower on the outward stroke is a naught is equals to ap that is a naught is equals to ap equal to pi square omega square s by 2 theta naught square. Similarly, the maximum velocity of the follower in the returning also, that is vr is equals to same formula will be representing here pi omega s by 2 theta r, and maximum acceleration of the follower is on the return stroke is pi square omega square s by 2 theta r square. So, do you have any questions? You please ask me. And finally, what we discussed in the today's class, that is the displacement and velocity and acceleration diagrams. When the follower is moving in the single harmonic motion and uniform velocity. When the uniform velocity, the acceleration and the retardation, that is the stroke, the upward and downward moment of the follower will have the infinity values. So for the making of them as a finite, so we are just modifying the displacement as if from a small curve from A. Due to that, the acceleration diagram will also to be a finite one. So that is called a modified uniform velocity. Under modified uniform velocity also we discussed about the displacement, velocity and acceleration diagram. So in the next class we may see the remaining two, that is under when the follower movement is under cycloidal motion and uniform acceleration. So that we will see in the next class. Thank you.